Welcome to the Worldly Show.
Here with your host, Elizabeth, Sarah, Lauren, Spencer. And this season's episodes of Voices of the Worldly, featuring the Idiots Unleashed series. Backed by popular demand, these folks bring their own brand of hilarious and outrageous commentary. So please, sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Worldly Show. You're here with your host, Elizabeth, Sarah, Lauren, Spencer, and brilliant broadcast technician, Mitzi Banks. We have got yet another great surprise for you. Our very own Rev Thomas is out on location in Indiana, where he was able to secure an exclusive interview with current Senator and presidential hopeful Ted Cruz. As great as that sounds, there is, however, a slight twist to this. It seems, prior to the interview, there may have been accidental recordings of some of the questions that were perhaps intended to be off the record. We feel we owe it to the audience to find out the truth about our presidential candidates, so we went ahead and included those recordings in the upcoming segment. You'll hear the unofficial interview first, followed by the official interview. All of it is quite illuminating and perhaps gives us greater insight into Mr. Cruz. So let's listen in. Well, Reverend Thomas,
yes.
Could you ask Mr. Cruz his feelings on prayer in school?
Is that something you want me to ask him right now while we're off recording?
Well, when you get a chance, you could ask him that.
Mr. Cruz, before we get started, do you think that prayer in school should be initiated? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Prayer should be in school all the time. It should happen every single day. So the American public doesn't know this yet, but when I get elected president, I am going to make a new amendment. It is going to be called Prayer for Jesus. Oh, Lord in his name, did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Wait a sec. I thought, well, this isn't actually being recorded, right? Oh, no, sir. Oh, no. This is I'm just getting some guidelines. Okay, well, I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, did you get that recorded?
I most certainly
Praise
did.
Jesus in his name.
Oh, my God, I can't believe it.
Oh, God, what else would you like me to ask him before we actually start the interview?
Okay, well, ask him his position on the immigration in America. What does he believe about...
What? I don't understand exactly what you mean. Like, what kind of immigration question?
What kind of policy does...
Because black people don't follow that, so you have to help me understand.
Oh, okay. Well, like, for instance, we do have an influx of people south of the border, and what might be his take on how he's going to handle or curb, or what exactly is he going to do with those folks?
Okay, praise Jesus in his name. Give me a moment to try and ask him his question.
You go right ahead.
Mr. Senator Cruz, can I ask you a question about immigration while we get warmed up? How do you feel about the immigrants that come across the border? What should we do with them? Well, we could just give them milk and cookies and send them on their way. I don't understand. Were you making a joke with me, sir? Well, no, We can give them milk and cookies, and we can give them bags full of water, and we can just turn them around and have them leave, because God will take care of them no matter where they go. Oh, yes, I understand what you mean, but I don't understand what you're actually saying. So what you're saying is that we should not take care of them that come over at all. Well, I don't believe in the Dream Act. I think that's all a bunch of garbage. That's never really worked to begin with. I mean, let's be honest about what has to happen. We can't take care of everyone. What we have to do is take care of the Christians. Oh, praise Jesus. I was hoping you'd say an answer like, I'll be back in a minute. I have to go talk to my speechwriters, because I can't really say too much on my own. I'll be back. Did you get that?
I most certainly did.
Praise Jesus in his name.
I can't believe you're getting this kind of information.
Wait a sec. Is this being recorded? I thought that was being... Who are you talking to? Oh, no, I was talking to the Lord. I was talking to the Lord for guidance before I speak to you, sir, because you are so great that I cannot overstep my boundaries in his kingdom. Okay, well, you don't have to overdo the religious crap because, I only do it for show. Of course. Oh, did you hear what that man just said to me?
I can't believe it!
Preach the good book as much as I thought he did.
It's just for show!
He's making it sound like it's some kind of an act.
It's continued mockery. I can't believe this. It's just as I suspected.
The congregation is hurt right now.
Reverend Thomas, ask him about his position on abortion in this country.
I can. Okay, give me a second. Let me go ask him.
Yeah, ask him, please.
Ted, can I ask you a quick question about abortion? Well, what do you want to know about that? I have a pretty good opinion, I think. I think that abortion really should be, it shouldn't be allowed, even with rape, because every life is precious. But, sir, so if a woman is raped, wouldn't that be against God's will? Well, every life has a purpose, though. There's a reason for it. Even the women that are raped and nearly beaten to death, they still need to give birth to the child because the child has to be loved. A family will surely take care of it, no matter where it goes. I mean, it's still going to be a life, and that life must be taken care of. I mostly agree with what you just said, sir. But if a woman is raped, and what if the woman that's raped is a married woman? Well, it doesn't matter because children of God, every life is precious. Even the husband will understand. He has to. Because it's God's will. He has to understand that, the child has to come into the earth. And the child will grow up and be successful. Because he will use the rape as a way to show his diversity. Yes, all right. Did you get all of that just now, Chief?
I
don't know. I don't think...
Wow.
My heart can't take much. I have mixed emotions.
Can you ask him just one more question? I know he's...
Yeah, I don't know if I want to ask one more right now. I think he's catching on to me that I'm not actually talking to the sky. But I'll try.
If you get one more in, ask him about his Wall Street and the taxes and reducing taxes for the corporations of America.
But that's not religious based, though. He needs to be spoken to about religion to get a good...
Okay.
I'll try, though.
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try. Mr. Cruz, brother, I do have one more question before we go live, so I understand what I have to ask you. How do you feel about Wall Street mongers? How do you feel about green in this country? Well, oh, gosh. Wall Street actually is really important. It's just Donald Trump's Wall Street that I don't like. I do believe that every person in this country, every adult that is here legally, deserves to have a prosperous life. And, I just think about... Let's just be honest here. It's mostly white people that run this country. I know that you people have suffered for a long time, and, I'm going to do as much as I can to, travel in the South when I can. I mean, I am from Texas, so I'm probably going to spend most of my time there when I'm not in the White House, because I have to make sure that I get a nice library built for me after I leave the office. So, that's something we can talk about later. That's pretty much my answer. Yes, thank you, sir. We'll go live in about 5 minutes. Okay, did you get that?
I certainly did. Wow, you people.
I don't know what he meant by that. The good book of light. Oh, no, sir, I was just praying. Oh, jeez.
Keep your voice down. I think he can hear you.
This is a very upsetting moment. I'm a word of God, and I praise peace.
Wow.
I think I need to take a moment to collect myself before the interview starts.
All right, Reverend Thomas, take that moment.
I'm going to sign off now.
You take that moment, and thank you so much.
Praise Jesus.
We'll check back with you to get that live feed.
Praise Jesus, okay.
All right, thank you. Welcome to the Worldly Show, where we have yet another remote interview concerning the presidential primaries, and this time we've got the Reverend Thomas on location in Indiana, where he is interviewing Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Reverend Thomas, how are you, and how did you get this amazing interview?
Praise Jesus, the good book takes Reverend Thomas in many directions. When I was hearing about the opportunities to preach the good book, I discovered that the Worldly Show was looking for a man of integrity and honor to interview a man that is of the good book himself, Ted Cruz, who is going to be the next president of the Word of God, is his witness.
Well, that's so exciting. So have you got something for us right now?
I have managed to summon the man, and the man has arrived. He is right here by my side. He is not ready to talk at this exact moment, but he is here. I just have to let him know when the world is ready for his voice.
Well, we are ready when you are. We are standing by here in the studio, and our technician Mitzi Banks is ready to take your feed live when you're ready.
Brother Cruz, Ted, the future of the United States of America. Reverend Thomas wants to thank you for taking the time to spread the gospel. Now you need to say about my presidency. Yes, about your presidency. You are going to be the president, and you're going to bring the good book to a whole new level. You're not supposed to be talking about that while we're actually on the show. Sir, I could make sure that there's some editing, but I'm so excited that... You're not actually recording this part, are you? No, sir, no, sir. All of this can be edited. You want me to start over right now? Yes, I need to start over. Yes, Mr. Cruz, yes. Okay, I am with Senator Ted Cruz, and we are going to talk about the future of the United States of America. Mr. Cruz, how do you feel about today's primaries? Well, you know, what I really wanted to do was to rally. We need to rally this country. We need to rally it immediately. We need to defeat Donald Trump because he is evil. He is an evil, evil, bad man that doesn't like to pray as hard and as good as I do. Because with my children, we record proper videos on how to pray. Sir, I think that your prayers are justified. I think that your means are justified. I think that your cause is justified. You are showing the world that you are not just an actor that records prayer videos. You are a man that wants to change this country and shape it in the way it needs to go to defeat ISIS with the good book. The good book is going to defeat ISIS. I can feel it. Praise Jesus and his name, Mr. Cruz. Well, you know, it's not just about the good book. Though, you know, I do read the book daily with my children and my wonderful wife. Sometimes we do have to record videos about prayer because I want to make sure that my children are praying appropriately in the video. It is not just about that, though. It is about defeating ISIS. It is about defeating Hillary Clinton. It was about defeating Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders and Marco Rubio. Well, he's not really... Well, you know... I'm going to make a confession. There's a chance that I might ask him to be my running mate. Oh my God, praise Jesus and his word. A man from the South, a Mexican, a dedicated sign of diversity for your campaign. Well, it's not just about him being a Mexican. It's about diversity. And everything that I do, I think, is for God. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that too much, but it's true. It's in my heart. I feel it. Everywhere I go, I feel his strength. And it is with that strength that we will beat the billionaires and the Wall Street and the mongers and everyone else that decides that they want to derail this great campaign. Oh, praise Jesus. Good Lord, it is his name. Oh, my goodness. Heaven forbid that anyone cross the path of the good book and Ted Cruz, because he is the man. When he is elected president, he will travel the world to make sure that the good book is shoved down the throats of every Middle Eastern country possible. And when he does that, if he starts a war, it won't be because of religion. It'll be because he wants to defeat terrorism. Praising his name. Yes, that's right. When I do get elected president, and I do travel to places like Egypt or Afghanistan or Iraq I will tell them that Jesus is important, but I won't make them read the Bible with me because that isn't part of their culture. What we're going to do is trap as many terrorists as we can and force them to read the good book, and hopefully it'll convert them. What do you think about that idea? Oh, praise in his name. Forced religion sometimes is the way you have to go in his name. I hope that the listeners out there understand that your intentions are good. They're very good. And I think that everything you do from this day forward is in his name. Well, that's right. And so, as a matter of fact, it's almost time for prayer session now. So I guess I have to get going. But it was really nice talking to you, Reverend Thomas. And, I would like to think that the voters are starting to see that Donald Trump is truly a fraud, in that he's not going to change anything because I like the Bible and that's good enough. Thank you very much for your time, sir. Praise Jesus in his name. Back to the studio.
Well, thank you, Reverend Thomas. That was so exciting that you were able to get to an interview there with
Praise Jesus, yes.
We are very happy that you're out there. Do you have anything else to say? Do you have any other interviewees that we could...
I'd just like to say that if I have the chance to travel again with this good man, this saint, this token of truth and hope, I will do so.
Well, are you going to be following him around?
I have to get back to my congregation eventually,
I see.
I will follow him. If the good Lord says I will follow Ted Cruz, and I will.
Okay, well, we do hope that happens, and when it does, please let us know, and we will be right there to take in your next live feed. Thank you, Reverend Thomas. So there you have it. Reverend Thomas interviewing presidential hopeful Senator Ted Cruz. And that's our show for today. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Voices of the Worldly. Please note that any opinions expressed here are strictly those of the panel members and do not necessarily reflect those of The Worldly Show or its host. Further, all characters are fictitious and do not represent any real person living or dead. See you next time.